We are about to do another training, and I think it's going to be powerful. I want to bring an awareness and an awakening for you. All right. So we're going to jump right in. How are you guys doing today? I am back on. Want to run through something very, very important. I'm going to talk about protecting your wealth before AI steals your income. And if you all are not paying attention to what AI is doing right now, you better open your eyes. Um, there is a way out of this. There is a way to guard yourself. There is a way to use wisdom with your life. And I'm going to talk about that today. Hey guys, how are you? Hello, hello. I see you. I see you. All right. Let me make sure I got the comments on here so I can kind of glance at the comments. All right. Come on in. So I want to talk a little bit about how to protect your wealth and what it is that you need to do to protect your wealth because AI is coming for your job. Make no mistake about it. All right. We are, and I'm going to dive right in. We are really entering into a world where your job title, your degree, your years of experience might not be enough anymore. All right. And the reason why is frankly because AI, think about this. All right. When we're talking about replacing people, think about the fact that AI doesn't sleep. AI does not take sick days. AI does not need benefits. And companies, they're not loyal. Okay. They're efficient. So they're going to choose whatever brings the higher margins and less drama. Y'all know if it's less people involved, it's less drama. Now, I don't know because AI might come with some drama too. That's yet to be seen. So we got to pay attention to that too. But you know what I'm talking about when we talk about the people drama. AI scares me and excites me at the same time. That's how it really should feel. Right? So we're in essence entering into a world where your job title, your college degree, your experience may no longer protect you. And that's just the truth because AI does not rest. It's not going to rest. It doesn't ask for a raise. Think about it. It doesn't need PTO or a lunch break or hey, I'm calling off sick, whatever that looks like. AI doesn't bring that. And the truth is that corporations are, if you're not paying attention, corporations are already replacing people with code and machines. Some of it is quietly, some of it is strategically. Um, Man, I've been seeing some crazy stuff when just even walking down the street. Like some real examples. There are, of course, you all know there's self-driving cars that's already in operation. They're testing them. They're building fleets that will not need human drivers. Okay, it's wild. They have food delivery robots. They rolling around the cities delivering, I don't know, Starbucks lunch orders, groceries. I saw one walking down the street, and I was like, "What is? Who done got this toy out here?" And I'm looking around, and I'm like, "Wait a minute." And it's just a rolling across the street. I'm like, wait, is it following the signs of the stop signs and the red light? I'm trying to figure out what is going on because that was my first time seeing it. But it was like a little basket and it was just rolling by itself. I was like, now y'all didn't tell me that they delivering with robots too. So there's just a lot of stuff going on out there, and we're going to see more and more of it. They got AI assisted surgeries that are happening right now. They got precision laser eye surgeries, robotic assisted heart surgeries and procedures. This is just the beginning. They even got AI in restaurants, y'all. So they got AI in the restaurants. All right, kiosks to order. That's AI. Robots to cook. They got machines to clean. They are increasingly being integrated into restaurant kitchens and dining experiences as we speak. Okay. So think about the next 5 to 10 years, what that's going to look like. Some restaurants going to look. Remember when you walked in the bank and all of a sudden all of the bank they was all gone, everybody was gone, maybe one person here, and then the machines was there. Y'all remember how that felt? That's probably what it's going to look like going into certain restaurants. All right, everything is going to be like fully automated. Now, what does this mean? We got to pay attention. Y'all got to start thinking about this. I'm thinking about it. Okay. Um, the jobs that we thought at one point of our lives were safe, like healthcare, transportation, customer service, food industry. They're all being restructured, and everybody is trying to figure out how to leverage AI into their company. And if your income depends on time, presence, or routine skill, you are replaceable. You are replaceable, but I'm gonna help you to become irreplaceable. All right. So I'm not trying to scare you, right? I'm trying to give you a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call. So whatever your job is, you got to start looking at it like I had somebody tell me the other day they had a job where they were doing phone calls and stuff, and they said their job is about to start having robots call the people. It sounds like it's like a human or whatever, but they're gonna have like AI calling the people and sounding like regular people. So, and we were just like kind of laughing about it. But you have to stop assuming that the job that you have today will still exist tomorrow. Because the more dependent you are on, cash flow from labor, the more exposed that you're going to become. And that leads us to this next truth, which is really the danger of cash flow dependency. Because the bigger problem isn't just the job loss, right? The biggest problem is what comes after that. Because think about it, you have to pay attention to the dynamics of this. If your cash flow dries up, you lose more than just your lifestyle. You are going to lose, and I'm saying this, and you got to hear it, you're going to lose your ability to invest. And if you cannot invest, you cannot multiply. And if you cannot multiply, you cannot build wealth. And this is the trap. You have to build wealth through investments. Okay. This is not just about, paying bills and stuff. So people think, hey, I'm going to wait till this get real serious before, I start. Listen, y'all better wake up real quick and smell the coffee that's cooking real good. Okay. Like this idea of I'll invest at a later time. I'll save once I make more money. That you got it backwards. No, you need to be you need to be you need to be paying yourself now. Ain't no more I'll save once I have more money. Whatever you have, you need to be putting it aside now, or you need to be downgrading. You need to be selling stuff. And this doesn't mean like, oh, everybody got to start downgrading and just selling off all of their stuff, just for the sake of it. I'm not talking about just for the sake of it. I'm talking about stuff that you're not using, that you could use to invest in something that will appreciate and give you some extra cash flow. Because I'm telling you, you're going to want to invest that money. You need security. Okay. This is not like this. And for those who want to start businesses, this, I'll start a business someday. No, you need to start little by little. You don't have to overwhelm yourself. Start writing the vision, start putting it to paper, start writing down what you could be doing. You could be doing researching right now. There is no longer a need to wait for any of this. The time is now. I'm telling you, the time is now. This is a Kairos moment. The time is now. Okay. So now I want you to pay attention to this, because the cash flow that you think is secure today is going to evaporate tomorrow. This is why you need investments. Here is the principle. The sooner you stop depending on labor-based income and shift towards asset-based wealth, the safer your future becomes. You are not safe without it, period. Okay. And so there has to be like a shift between it's a wealth shift between earners earning money to owning. Earning to owning is where we need to shift. So here's what wealthy people know that most people just don't understand. Wealth does not flow to the hardest workers. You can stop all that. Don't exhaust yourself. It flows to the smartest owners. Become an owner. In the AI era, value is not about hustle. As you see, it's not. It's about ownership. So some of the things that you need to think about is owning systems. You need to own systems. You need to own intellectual property. You need to own investments. You need to own leverage. Labor will be limited. It's always limited. You can only work so many hours, y'all. It's so much time you have to work. But assets grow while you are sleeping. And this is where the wealth transfer starts to happen. Again, it's not falling from the sky. It's flowing from earners to owners. Put in the chat, I'm an owner. Put in the chat, I'm an owner. Sometimes you have to say it to believe it. Say it out loud if you want to. But you have to know that you are built to become an owner, and you have to make that shift before it's too late. Okay. Now, um, which side are we going to be on? Here, that's what we need to know. Which side are we going to be on? Now, I can give you three quick shifts. All right, three quick shifts that can help you, smart shifts. Number one, build what AI cannot replicate. And these are things that I've gone through myself. I started thinking through this a long time ago because I'm a coach, right? I'm a coach and investor, of course, and I own businesses, but I'm thinking through it for my own businesses. You know, AI is going to like AI can mimic, y'all know that, but it cannot replace, hear me out, your authenticity. I love that you put in I'm an owner in the chats. Thank you. Yes, I'm an owner, right? It cannot replace authenticity. It cannot replace your story, your ability to connect with humans. So instead of being just a task doer, you have to listen. You have to become a builder of irreplaceable outcomes. You have to become, like I said, irreplaceable. In other words, you must become someone who creates solutions that others cannot ignore. Y'all got to think through that. This is a thinking thing. We are elevating our thinking abilities. Okay. So you have to develop skills that AI cannot touch: emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, storytelling, decision making, human leadership, all of those things. It's all about authentic connection. All right. Because you cannot automate real trust. And in the age of AI, trust will be more valuable than ever. Okay. People will crave real, and that is your advantage because they're going to get so much fake, they're going to crave real. Okay. So here's the second shift, really, really quickly. I always say this. Of course, we're gonna invest in assets and not just upgrades, right? Now is not the time to waste money trying to keep up with appearances. You're gonna keep hearing me say that. So all of the new stuff, the chasing the new iPhone, the new outfit, the new lifestyle that looks like that looks like success. Okay. Because people trying to look like they successful and they don't have a penny, you know what I mean, in worth of assets. All right. So I say this a lot of times: ETFs, SCHD. I am not a financial advisor. I'm only sharing my own experiences. This is only for educational purposes. You can lose every dime if you invest. All right. I have to say that. But ETFs are things that I invest in, like SCHD, dividend stocks, VTI, VOO, fractional crypto, Bitcoin, for example. You can invest in small businesses or brands that build over time. So you can invest in digital products, IP, or even skills that just pay you while you're asleep. Even if all you have is $10, $50, $100 a month, get in the habit of investing. It's a habit. Because when the cash flow starts to dry up, y'all, assets are what are going to sustain you. Assets will sustain you. Hear me out. Okay. And then shift number three, the last shift you need to make, and this is a big one. The shift is to become a value magnet, not a money chaser. Stop chasing money. Learn how to add value. Money's going to follow value. This is a mindset shift, okay? And it's one of the most powerful ones because most people are constantly chasing after money, but smart people, they build systems that attract money, okay? So instead of thinking, how can I make more money? Start asking, how can I create more value for others? This is what you must do. What can I do? If you start a business, what can I do to add more value to other people? Right? You got to get in the business of loving, like an admiration for adding value. I love adding value. I want to give more than I take. That is how money attracts you. So whether you're like in a business or building content or serving your clients, value is what multiplies, and that's what you need to learn. And when you're adding value, what you're going to do is you're going to solve problems. You're going to show up consistently. You're going to share insights that people cannot Google. Okay. If you build real value, the money will follow you. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to say is this. Um, we have to make sure that there is that you're not controlling things in a weird way, right? Like when we get into control with our finances, with our life, what we are we're going into like a fear loop. A lot of people are trying to control things out of fear. So here's the human part. Most people really just don't make the shifts, not because they don't understand, scared. They start trying to control things. So people are scared of losing money. People are scared of failing. People are scared of I'm going to look stupid, or just scared of trying something new. Most people are scared. I talked about this the other day about how long it took the children of Israel to make it to the promised land. They running around in for 40 years, running in circles. Right? Why? Because they are scared of going into something unfamiliar, scared of going into something new, even if it's a blessing, even if it was prosperity, they scared. And being afraid is going to hold you completely back. And when you're afraid, you start to cling to control. You start to overthink. You start to wait. You're not moving. But while they wait, the market moves on. While you wait, the market moves on and gets further and further away, more and more expensive. And y'all, it really is some real affordable. Like I was looking at SoFi today. I bought some more SoFi today because I believe it's going to be a great business. And maybe because I'm on SoFi's platform and I use their platform, which is great. Like it's good to invest in companies that you kind of understand because you're with them and you're utilizing them. But it's under $20 right now. At one point it was at, like $10. I got it lower. I got about, I think I got it at $9 and $10. I got some at $14. I even got some at 18 because I'm averaging anyway, because I know it'll be in the future a really good, I believe it'll be a good business or a good investment in the future. So there are some affordable, things that you can invest in. ETFs to me are the safest if you're just getting started, but there's a lot of things that you can invest in that will be great assets. I mentioned this before, like looking at, NVIDIA and Palantir and how they have just taken off. And at one point was, $20. Okay. So, you're missing out on time if you're not acting out. Okay. So this is what you got to remember. Like these opportunities, they disappear. They're not there forever. And the wealth shift happens without them, right? It happens without those who are investing in it. So here is my reminder. You don't have to know all the answers. Isn't that a relief? You don't have to know all the answers, right? That's a relief. You just need to take the next step in the right direction. Okay. Even if it's scared, I say do it scared. Everybody got to do something scared. Anything that most people have ever done and become successful at, they did it scared. So you got to do it scared. I'm sorry, I don't have a easier way to tell you, but you have to do it scared. But you can be empowered to do it. You can be in a community that helps you to do it, right? And you can do it even if you're unsure. You have to take steps. This is how wealth is built. It's in imperfect steps with faithful consistency. Okay. You wouldn't even be on your iPhone or whatever phone you're using right now if Apple decided, oh, we want to just wait till everything is so perfect. No, that's what upgrades are for. That's what the software upgrades are for. We'll just, work with what we got, right? And then we're going to listen to the people and get the feedback, and then we're going to apply the feedback, and we just going to keep upgrading it, right? They didn't start with what's perfect. Nobody starts with perfection, okay? So you don't have to have the perfect money and all of this, the perfect job, and I got to wait till I get it. Everybody always trying to wait till they get it perfect to make a move. I'm telling you, you got to do it imperfect. All right. So let me wrap this up. I just want you to know this. Listen, God also, I want to encourage you because God is not surprised by AI. He is not intimidated by disruption. Throughout the scripture, God has always given his people a strategy for stewardship. Joseph stored up grain. Solomon multiplied wisdom and wealth. The Proverbs 31 woman, she made deals in the marketplace. Y'all hear what I'm saying? The talents were multiplied by taking bold action, not hiding in this fear. Okay, fear. Right? We don't want to be afraid. So if you're listening to this and you are feeling overwhelmed or have felt overwhelmed with what to do next and where to go, remember, you are not called to fear. You are called to steward. God wants you to steward. And that's what I want to tell you. And so steward this moment right, steward this season right, steward this year right. Okay. Now, I do want to say this. Hey, like this video if it's blessing you. Hit the like button. It helps me. It helps the algorithm. Please do me that beautiful favor. Hit that like button. All right. And if you're not subscribed to my page, go ahead and subscribe because I'm going to be doing more trainings. Now, I do want to know if you are, or I want you to know if you are tired of waiting, tired of watching other people win, feel like, hey, I want to be on the winning side. You can be. And you are at that point. Let's say you're ready to take that next step. Then let's do it together. Join we do have a community 90-day health and wealth challenge. The link is in the description. We can help walk you through your goals, your season, your mindset, and really map out how you can build your health and wealth on purpose, not by accident. This stuff don't happen on accident, y'all. It's not just going to fall in your lap. Okay. We got to have a strategy and move forward with the plan. And it's a game plan that's involved. So inside the challenge, we're going to walk you through all of it, your goals, your blind spots, your mindset, your plan to build wealth and health with purpose without, burning out, because a lot of people burn out. Okay. And so again, tap the description below to join our challenge, and we can build a future that actually sustains you. Right. All right. Make sure again that you hit that like button. Hey, Breezy Bree, I see you in the place. Hey, Joyce says, I'm ready. Yes, go ahead and hit that link. I have actually two links. One is for personalized coaching, but the link for the health and wealth is also down there. Please check it out and just kind of see what we're doing. There are a lot of people who are winning, getting their health together, investing, making money, making great moves. And I want you to be a part of that. I don't want you to miss that. Okay. Remember, hit that like button because it really do help my videos and the algorithm. And I really, really appreciate it. I'll be back on to do some more trainings like this. You have asked me to do it, and I'm here to add value. Listen, your health is your foundation. Your wealth is your tool. Let's multiply both on purpose. I'll see you inside the program, and I'll see you guys later.